Thank you for tuning in to tonight's game. Your game is coming up next. But here's some information from the Indiana High School Athletic Association.
6 easy ways to become an MVP. And by MVP, we mean most valuable parent. Like all of us, the parents of high school athletes tend to protect their children from adversity, or they overly involve themselves by advocating for their success. But when they do, they're negating the value of participating in high school sports. Among other lessons, high school sports teach teenagers to take nothing for granted, how to overcome obstacles, and that an extraordinary commitment of time and effort is required in order to reach goals and experience achievement. High school sports also encourage independence and self-sufficiency, attributes that are needed to be successful in life. It's natural for parents to love their children, and it's important to support them in as many ways as possible. With this in mind, here are 6 easy ways that you can be the MVP of your child's high school team. Number 1, attend your children's games as often as possible. Nothing demonstrates interest and involvement more than being there. And be sure to invite Grandma and Grandpa to come along with you. Number 2, cheer for all the kids on the team, not just your own. Here's a test for you. Do you know all the players on your child's team? Could you say hello to them by their first name? Embracing the entire team is a great way to show that your interest is sincere. Number 3, be a resource for your child's team. Does a teammate need help with transportation? Is the team trying to raise money for new uniforms? Is someone needed to organize a pizza party before the tournament starts? Maybe you can help. Number 4, try not to criticize the coach or the officials in front of your child. Hey, you're human, and there may be times when you need to vent. But be careful when and to whom you do it. Criticizing the coaching staff undermines its credibility and tends to put your child in the middle. And games are seldom won or lost because of an official's call. Remember, coaches and officials are objective. Most parents are not. Empower your child to talk with the coach about concerns. Everybody wants more playing time, and understandably so. But encourage your children to have that conversation with their coaches instead of you doing it for them. Giving teenagers the confidence and conviction to speak up for themselves is one of the greatest benefits of participating in high school sports. Number 6, focus on the life lessons your children are learning, not on win-loss records or how many points they're scoring. According to the NC2A, only about 2% of all high school athletes win a sports scholarship, and the average value of it is less than $11,000. But every child will benefit from the lessons they've learned as a result of participating in high school sports for the rest of their lives. It's difficult being the parent of a high school athlete. There's far more emotion and social pressure involved than is ideal. But if you follow these 6 pointers, not only will your children love and respect you, but so will their teammates and coaches. And you might even be named MVP. Thank you for your support of high school athletics in Indiana. Stay tuned now. The Indiana SRN game is next. Indiana SRN, where you're always in the game.
And we welcome you to Indianapolis for this IHSAA boys basketball matchup. the Shortridge Blue Devils set to host the Attucks Tigers. Thanks for tuning in on IPSathletics.tv, also powered by Indiana SRN. Jarrett Lewis with you here alongside me, Steve McClure, for this matchup of two Indianapolis schools set to do battle. The Attucks Tigers coming in with an impressive 8-1 record under head coach Chris Hawkins, who in his fifth year has a 92-25 record. This Attucks team, Steve, they like to score the basketball. They're averaging almost 80 points per game while only allowing 61, and they have 3 players in double figures. This is a team that just simply likes to put the ball in the basket, and they're going to do it in a variety of ways, whether it's shooting or whether it's in the fast break.
Jarrett, this has kind of followed the trend that we have seen with Crispus Attucks over the last 5 years, especially since their 2017 state championship down at Bankers Life Fieldhouse. But yes, they do like to put it in the basket, and you can equate that to one word: athleticism. They can get up and down the court, and they can play some really dynamic defense as well. But these two city schools have been going at it, Jarrett, for a long time, and tonight at the Shortridge Gymnasium tonight, we'll see what we're going to find out here.
And on the other side for Shortridge, a little bit of a different story, a 1-6 record for them under first-year head coach Drew Fountain, a team that's only averaging about 52 points per game, but they're giving up 69 as a team. It's still a very young team, just 4 seniors on this Shortridge squad. They're coming off of a loss to a very good Lafayette Jeff team. 81-54 was that score, and they ran into a Northwestern commit in Brooks Barnheiser, who had 36 in that game. But really, a lot of history between these two teams, Steve. But in this game tonight, as we preview it for the fans watching, just really two completely different teams. Attucks has a lot going for them. You mentioned the athleticism. That's going to be a lot for Shortridge to handle. And on the other side, this Blue Devils squad really still trying to find out who they are, trying to build an identity and work better together, and trying to kind of balance out that scoring, only averaging 52 while giving up the 69.
Yeah, and Drew Fountain, who's coming in to coach the Blue Devils, this is his first season at Shortridge, and they've had a number of coaching changes, and you don't have to go all the way back to 2016 when Donnie Bowling was the head coach of the Blue Devils, and they finished with a 13-9 record. So, you know, when you're trying to put together a program like Shortridge, Jarrett, you've got to be extremely patient. And I think the young kids that he have been very disciplined about going about their business.
As now we see Shortridge is lining up as the buzzer sounds, getting ready for the national anthem. So we're going to take our first break. When we come back, we'll give you the starting lineups and the tip-off between Attucks and Shortridge. You're watching Crispus Attucks Basketball on IPSathletics.tv, powered by Indiana SRN.
Never miss a big game by downloading the IHSAA TV app for free on any device. For your iPhone or Apple TV, check the App Store. On your Android or Android TV device, load up the Google Play Store. Have a Roku or Amazon Fire Stick? We have the app for you. Check us out on Facebook Live, Twitter, or YouTube Live by searching for IHSAA TV. Or as always, click to IHSAATV.org for quick and easy access to your favorite IHSAA live and archived events.
Becoming a licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 22 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Hi, I'm Matt Wolford, president of the IHSAA Foundation, and we need your help. We need your help so the youth of our community can develop advanced leadership skills. We need your help giving high school administrators and coaches the instruction and insight they need to be better role models and teachers. To learn more or to make a tax-deductible contribution, go to IHSAAfoundation.org. You'll not only be contributing to the foundation of the IHSAA, you'll be contributing to the foundation of our community.
Welcome back to Shortridge High School. Jarrett Lewis with you here alongside me, Steve McClure, for this one between the Tigers and the Blue Devils as we now meet the starting lineup for the Attucks Tigers. It looks like this at one forward wearing number 2, a senior in Donovan Barnett. At one guard is a junior wearing number 11 in James Smith. At another guard, a senior wearing number 12, Isaiah Stafford. At one forward, a senior in Jalen Carson wearing number 22. And rounding out the starting 5, a sophomore forward wearing number 33 in Jalen Hooks. That's the starting 5 for the Attucks Tigers, wearing their away black jerseys. And then Shortridge in their home whites with blue numbers and blue letters. Their starting lineup looks like this. At one guard is a sophomore wearing number 1, Ethan Powell. Another guard, a senior wearing number 3 in Avery Giles. At one forward is a senior wearing number 24 in Jalen Molinax. One forward is a senior wearing number 31 in Will Smith, and rounding out the starting 5 at another forward, a sophomore wearing number 32, Elias Diallo.
They made one change as far as the starting lineup was concerned, Jarrett, before game time tonight, inserting Jalen Mullinex, who's a 6'4 senior for Josh Stigger, trying to get it a little bit bigger.
And Crispus Attucks controls the tip, and we are underway as they get it inside. Now here's a kick out. Tigers, short corner shot. Won't go down. That was Jalen Carson trying to open up the scoring, so Attucks empty on their first possession. Quickly down the other side, and it is Stigger in the corner. Looks like Stigger did get the start. His three-pointer's no good, and quickly down the other way come the Tigers, and a fast break layup is going to go down for number 12. That's Isaiah Stafford. He's their leading scorer on this Tigers squad.
Stafford averaging on the season 18 points per game.
2-3 zone from the Tigers. Shot goes up and it goes down. That was number 32, Diallo, to tie the ball game back up. Attucks the other way. This is their third possession. Top of the key, 3 goes up from Jalen Carson. It's no good. Long rebound out to Diallo.
Good positioning for Shortridge on defense thus far, and let's see what they can get out of this one.
Still in this 2-3 zone with the long arms of Hooks at the top of that 2-3 zone for Attucks. As that ball goes out of bounds, but it'll stay with the Blue Devils. Side out. Stigger will trigger. So they get it in. Top of the key is Powell, and he has it stolen away from Hooks. Here he goes, and a slam for Jalen Hooks. How about that fast break opportunity?
Happy New Year, Jalen Hooks.
And now he's in the top of this 1-2-2, trying to force a turnover. They have the pass deflected, but it still ends up in the hands of a Shortridge player, and he's going to get called for the travel.
Yeah.
Here's that steal from Hooks, and there's no one stopping that.
Yeah, he's a big guy, 6'6", and easy to the basket.
Attucks on the drive is Stafford. His left hand does go down, but he's going to get called for the travel. I'll check that. That was James Smith. James Smith on the travel for Attucks. So back-to-back turnovers from both teams.
Mark that one off my scoreboard here.
1-3-1 half-court pressure now from Attucks, and that pass is going to end up being thrown away. This is something that we kind of expected Attucks to do, is bring the pressure, whether it be in the half-court or in the full court, and they've proven to be able to cause some turnovers.
Yeah, Jalen Hooks likes to play out on the wing, and you saw him all the way out in the point guard position defensively, and so not afraid to put the big guys out there on the wings.
Stafford driving kick, now driving baseline off of his foot. It's going to go out of bounds. I think that was James Smith who dribbled that off of his left foot. Lots of early turnovers from both teams now. And a tough position right here is Josh Stigger, and that's going to force his head coach, Drew Fountain, to call a timeout. They're going to want to figure out this pressure, this 1-3-1 that the Attucks Tigers are giving them right now, Steve.
Yeah, they've always been a good defensive play as far as the Attucks is concerned. Chris Hawkins, in his 5th season at Crispus Attucks, a graduate of Southport High School, but he has put together such a fine program there over the last 5 years, so hats off to them. But again, these two teams have been going at it for many, many years.
The Tigers with an 8-1 record. Their lone loss coming to a very good Lawrence Central team, 75-78, and that was just a week and a half ago, almost 2 weeks ago. And they are going to gear up for another really good Lawrence team in Lawrence North. That game coming up on Saturday. The next one for Crispus Attucks. Lob pass is not going to be there, but the deflection ends up going into the hands of Elias Diallo, and he has all 4 points for Shortridge. Out of the timeout, Crispus Attucks now into the lane. Ball's batted around. Now kicked out. Smith, 3 in the corner. It goes down.
My goodness.
First three-pointer from either team, and it's good from James Smith.
Got a good look at it and did not hesitate.
Good pass fake from Powell, and here's good offense from Shortridge as they break the pressure and able to get another bucket to go down for Diallo.
Yeah, he's in a great position down low, and
The lob pass isn't there from Hooks as it's stolen away. Shortridge bringing it down. Powell, 3 in the corner, way off. Long rebound, and now they kick it out. Hooks goes up for the lob, and he gets fouled going up from Diallo, but a nice find and a good try there from Isaiah Stafford.
first foul of the game and first team foul against Shortridge, but 4:39 remaining here in the first period, and we're going to see some free throws here coming for James Smith.
Diallo picked up the foul. So we're almost...
It's Hooks, isn't it?
Hooks is at the free throw line.
That green against the black is hard to distinguish sometimes.
Especially when they're moving at the pace that they typically like to do. So Hooks misses the first one. His second one is up, and it goes down. 3 of the 8 for Jalen Hooks. And now we see full court pressure.
Going to force the issue here for Attucks.
Just man defense. Shortridge has to get it over, and they do. And it's an easy steal from Stafford. So he kicks it up. The layup doesn't go down, but the referee on the far side is going to call that foul.
Wow, he's far away from the play, but he must have had a good view of it diagonally there. So free throws coming for Crispus Attucks and Donovan Barnett for the first time tonight.
Yeah, Barnett, who just checked in, gets early action and some early points. His first free throw does go down. Yeah, the referee on the very far side of the court was the one who called it. The one who was closest to the action didn't make any sort of call at all. And Barnett will capitalize with 2 made free throws. Lots of scoring so far from Crispus Attucks. They get a steal here. And going up for the two-handed jam, Isaiah Stafford. This is where Shortridge can get into a lot of trouble if they allow this pressure.
Yeah, the last 3 possessions, Jared, have been turnovers just by being, not careful with the basketball.
Crispus Attucks making Shortridge play fast, and there's another one. Here's Hooks trying to take it all the way. He'll dump it down. Attucks 3, kicks out, long rebound, goes out to James Smith.
That's the thing about Attucks. They're offensively getting 2 and 3 different tries at it.
Smith slows it down. He hands off to Jalen Carson. Now up top, Barnett has it. Man defense from the team in white. Stafford through the lane. No foul called there. It looked like a loud shoe squeak maybe that slowed down Stafford as he thought he got fouled, but nothing called there.
Diallo again.
And Diallo makes him pay on the other end. He has 8 points, all 8 for Shortridge, and now a quick foul on the other end. Boy, one team will score, and it's usually Crispus Attucks who is getting the ball out of bounds quickly, trying to score on the other end.
Now this will be the 4th time, I believe, that they've been able to get to the stripe. Here's the replay on the Diallo basket. Makes that little jab step and takes it in for the layup.
Free throws for Isaiah Stafford. He May have thought he got fouled on the last possession. He didn't, and now he tries again on this one. Ends up getting the foul called. Trying to go 2 for 2, and he does. 6 points for Stafford.
Getting pressure in the backcourt being applied here by Crispus Attucks with this 6-point lead and 3 minutes remaining.
Willie Mitchell has it for the Blue Devils. Try to dump it down to Diallo, and the pass went off the foot of a Crispus Attucks player, so it'll stay with Shortridge.
Is that Eric Wilson into the game, I think, for the first time tonight, number 5 for Shortridge, or is that 15, excuse me?
That's 15. That's Mitchell down low and scoring. Oh, it was halfway down, and it runs out.
Mullinex on the miss.
The senior forward doesn't get that one to go. Here's a lob pass down low. Nobody there to pick up Jalen Hooks, and that's too easy for Crispus Attucks.
Hooks can shoot it inside, and he can go outside as well.
Light pressure here, but still another steal and possibly another jam. This one is going to come from Donovan Barnett. We've seen 3 dunks already in this game, all of them from Crispus Attucks.
Yeah, on the turnovers by Shortridge, this is really what's hurting them and not getting any valued possessions on the offensive end.
Now, the game against Lafayette Jeff for Shortridge, it was a 81-54 loss. It was a pretty close game early on, but then just a lot of little things, a lot of turnovers. The pace of the game started to pick up, and the Broncos of Lafayette Jeff were able to kind of take control of the game early on and never let up.
And again, another turnover down low, can't handle the basketball. Avery Giles had just come back into the game for Shortridge, and on that pass in there, lost it.
Blue Devils change up their defensive look. They go to a 2-3. It forces a bad shot from James Smith. And now here come the Blue Devils the other way. Nice body control there. That one goes down for Avery Giles, who just checked in for Shortridge. Stafford running the point for the Tigers. He sees Giles pick him up. Shot at the free throw line was halfway down, and it goes out. Hooks trying to get the rebound, unable to do so.
Diallo on the hustle play there on the rebound.
Now
Shortridge and a tie-up on the other side.
Jump ball forced by Crispus Attucks. It'll stay with the Blue Devils. So we get a substitution. Another Donovan checks into the game for the Tigers. This one is Donovan Scott. He's a senior forward. Pass. Stolen away. Another dunk. The second one now for Donovan Barnett. Both of them, he's taking it down the lane and throwing it down with the right hand.
Should be illegal to go that high. Hey, doubled the lead on him and another turnover.
So many turnovers forced here in this first quarter from Crispus Attucks. That's why they see this 20-10 lead. Here's a nice cut and a foul before he gets the shot up. No shot will be called. It's going to be a blocking foul. Donovan Barnett was the cutter for the Tigers.
This is the thing that Coach Fountain had told us before tonight's game in terms of trying to limit the number of turnovers in transition, and that's what we're finding out here tonight with this great Crispus Attucks team.
A scrum for the basketball, and at one point, Donovan Scott had a hold of it, and Chris Hawkins was able to call the timeout. As we are under a minute left to play in this first quarter, a very fast first quarter. Lots of scoring. Crispus Attucks doing most of the damage. They lead at 20-10. This is a team that averages 80 points per game, and a lot of it, and we've seen it already, it's just the pressure they apply to the man with the ball. They force the turnovers, and they get easy, fast break buckets.
Jarrett, you are absolutely correct. In its 51st year of publication now, Hoosier Basketball Magazine. Check out this year's magazine covering the entire state of Indiana of all the teams you love. Follow Hoosier Basketball Magazine on Twitter at Hoosier Basketball at HBB Magazine.
Entry pass steal from Donovan Barnett, his second dunk of the game. Just making it look too easy. Shortridge making it easy for Crispus Attucks as well. I'm sure one of the things that Drew Fountain is going to talk about is they have to be strong with the basketball. And they can't be making long passes that are easy to track down for the Tigers.
Oh my.
Thought about a three in the corner. He's going to get called for travel. That was Donovan Barnett.
He went up, but he couldn't come down, could he?
Shortridge has 35 seconds here. We'll see if they try to put up one last shot before the end of the quarter. Far side, Giles. Now he brings it middle of the floor. Good on-ball defense here from the Tigers. Entry pass down low. Ball's batted around and another turnover called.
Yeah, Mullinex had it partially blocked as he went to the hoop.
Hooks now, short corner. Bring it back up top. 5 seconds to go. In the corner, Barnett has it. Someone's got to put a shot up. Who's it going to be? And it's going to be too late.
Yeah, they lost track of the
Stafford
time.
Did not see the clock. I don't think any Tigers player knew how much time was on the clock, and the shot's going to fall. But the Attucks Tigers have a commanding 20-10 lead after the first quarter. You're watching Tigers basketball on IPSathletics.tv, powered by Indiana SRN. Welcome back to Shortridge High School. The Attucks Tigers, a very impressive first quarter. Half court pressure, full court pressure, doesn't matter. They're going to force the turnovers, and they're going to find themselves with a 20-10 lead, Steve.
Plus, Jarrett, the fact that Attucks was able to get to the charity stripe on a number of different occasions, driving to the basket, whereas on the other side of the fence, Shortridge made no trips to the line.
5 of 6 in that first quarter were the Tigers. 1-3-1 defense look now from Shortridge. So we get a few substitutions now. We'll go over those. One of them, he has the ball now, Kevin Mims for Crispus Attucks, wearing number 0. Also on the floor is Isaiah Stafford, along with Jalen Carson. Donovan Scott is in one corner. And we're waiting to see who that 5th player might be in the near corner.
This is an interesting setup here as we see Attucks going to hold the basketball and try to set something up, certainly in no big hurry.
Turnovers forced now as, Attucks was staying patient, and then they still end up throwing the ball away. Willie Mays has checked in for the first time for the Attucks Tigers. Now, Blue Devils with their first possession, and the referee was on top of that one. Travel called on Willie Mitchell of Shortridge.
Anthony Henderson is also into the game, one of their bigs for Shortridge for the first time tonight.
Now a 2-3 zone look from Shortridge. 3, left side wing is going to go off the rim, and a great athletic play there as Isaiah Stafford came in. He doesn't get it to go down, but Jalen Carson does to get in the box score for the first time.
Right there, right place, right time.
Isaiah Stafford almost threw that down as the ball was hanging on the rim. Wild shot doesn't go down. Carson gets the rebound. Here comes Crispus Attucks, taking it all the way and not getting the right-handed layup to go was Donovan Scott. Shortridge the other way. Mullinex loses it. Stolen away by Stafford. One man to beat. Euro step. What goodness. Body control from Isaiah Stafford as he went into slow motion to get that left-handed layup to go down.
Stafford's been the man here for Crispus Attucks this year, not only scoring, but he's terrific in terms of assists and steals.
And Coach Drew Fountain doesn't like the way Shortridge is playing. He's going to call a timeout. Watch this. Euro step by Stafford. Oh, that was pretty.
That was really pretty. Chris Hawkins right there in the center of your screen, along with his Crispus Attucks team, and I can't say enough good things about Chris. He's done an outstanding job with this team, and they play very disciplined, and they can play lickety-split as far as up and down the court, or just play a well-organized offensive game.
The last 14 meetings between these two teams, the Tigers are 11-3, winning 11 of the 14, coming in with that 8-1 record, trying to make it 9-1. We saw that last replay by Isaiah Stafford. You talked about how impressive he is. He's averaging 18 points per game to lead this Tigers squad. Down low, Molinax has it. Brought it down low, had a shot blocked. Second opportunity doesn't go down. Good defense there by Kushan Ware, who's checked in. Driving kick, Stafford in the corner. Mims, left wing three, just left it short. And the rebound down low to Jalen Molinax. Giles harassed by two players. Molinax left alone down low, trying to make it work over his right shoulder. Second opportunity will go down. Jalen Molinax gets his first 2 points of the ball game.
Yeah, Molinax led the Shortridge squad just a few days ago when they played Lafayette Jet, came off the bench and scored 14 points.
Long three, in and out. Doesn't go down for Kushan Ware.
I'm not sure that's the kind of shot that Coach Hawkins wants, but he did have clearance there.
Giles gets to the free throw line. Hands off to a first-time player of Shortridge, and his shot is wild off the backboard. Here comes Stafford.
Easy.
Makes it look easy, just lays it in over the front of the rim.
10 points now for Isaiah Stafford.
Now he's working the top of this full-court pressure. He gets a steal, draws the foul, and he's going to go to the free throw line.
Willie Mitchell picked up the foul. He was in a very bad position as Isaiah was taking it to the rim. So 2 shots coming here.
Stafford already in double figures with 10 points. And now he'll try to add on 2 more.
Attucks, of course, was preparing for the upcoming Indianapolis City tournament, which they have won back-to-back. And that'll be coming up very shortly here, around the 3rd week in January.
Stafford is on the floor for the Tigers still. He's got 1 more free throw also. Willie Mays still in. Kevin Mims, Kushan Ware. The 4 you see in the picture right now as Stafford goes 2 for 2. Full court pressure now. Shortridge going to try to break it. Diallo comes into the backcourt.
Kushan Ware is coming off the bench for Crispus Attucks, primarily a defensive player and an offensive rebounding threat as well.
Ethan Powell had the basketball and he got fouled. So now the Blue Devils will have it right in front of the Attucks bench. Josh Stigger throws it in, gets it into Powell. Diallo, who's had most of the offense for Shortridge. 3 left wing, bounces off the rim and hangs on the rim for about a second. Long rebound to Stafford. He doesn't have the numbers, but he takes it anyway. Jeez. Boy, the body control of Isaiah Stafford. He's able to put up any shot he wants right now.
He's an athlete.
That's 8 points in the quarter now for Stafford, 14 total. Almost half the points for the Tigers. Now he's on defense. Nice pass, nice shot goes up. Ethan Powell gets the 2 to go down.
Not much production out of the Shortridge guards, but boy, that was a nice drive and dish to the plate.
There's a steal from Giles, and he takes it all the way for the easy fast break, too. Stafford at the point, gets a screen up top from Carson. Swings it over. Mims in the corner. Runs into a double team, has a pass deflected. Driving into the lane, gets the runner to go. Nice shot there from Willie Mays.
Willie Mays, Hayes.
We got a few celebrities in this game. Willie Mays, there's a Will Smith on the other side for Shortridge. They took some time out of their day to play some ball. Drive by Giles. He lost it, got it back, and shot was well contested from Jalen Carson. Mims pushes it up the floor. Carson gets it back. His 3 right side goes down. Jalen Carson now 5 points in the quarter.
It's amazing that they're able to get their big guys out on the wings and fire up the 3. So they got shooters.
Giles does it all on his own. Comes up empty. Mims. Nice pass down the floor to Stafford, who's able to control it, but Stafford threw it away. Mims hits the floor after the spin move from Stigger. Here's a three from Giles. He tries again, this time too strong. Rebound down low from Keyshawn Ware.
Keyshawn is a big force under that basket for the Attucks Tigers.
Here's Ware. He's going to shoot it this time. Three-pointer's too strong off the back iron. Rebound ends up into the hands of Josh Stigger.
Isaiah Stafford is all over the floor. I mean, he's not staying in a guard position at all. It's like Coach Fountain wants explanations.
He calls the timeout, and yeah, he wants to have a nice little talking to with one of the referees. It's going to be a full timeout called by the Blue Devils. We'll take a break as well. You're watching Crispus Attucks basketball on IPSathletics.tv, powered by Indiana SR.
More fixing, more finding, more being original. Unique like this, trendy like that. More designing this, arranging that. More saving, and then more making it happen. More of your space looking like this, and more of you feeling like that. More excitement, more savings, more furniture, more rugs, more flooring. More affordable luxury from RG Decor.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the Indiana SRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Just a reminder to keep up on all the happenings here on Indiana SRN. We invite you to check out our Facebook and Twitter pages at Indiana SRN and see all the latest news and schedules. Just go to our website at indianasrn.org. Jarrett?
Thank you, Steve. Back to action. Tigers up 35-16. 2-minute warning in this second quarter. Blue Devils with the basketball. Diallo, top of the key, has it. Hands off to Giles. Guarded closely by Donovan Barnett. Ball's on the floor. Shortridge having a tough time keeping a hold of the basketball most possessions.
Well,
they still have it, though.
Yeah, you can tell how close, there's Diallo when I miss, how close up that the Tigers come up on you. So they're forcing the issue every time down.
Here's Hooks. Three in the corner. It goes down.
Good ball movement on
James
that.
Smith.
Yeah.
That's his second three of the ball game to make up his 6 total points.
Biggest lead of the game now at 22. Under 1 minute to play in the half.
Shortridge trying to get something going, and he tried to get something going with Stigger as he split the double team. There's just three in the corner. Good extra pass by Mims.
Yeah. Very nice.
Beautiful high arcing shot goes down for Smith.
That foul went against Charles Veal, who just came into the game for Attucks.
Tough take and a block by Hooks. Crispus Attucks the other way. Hooks has it now, top of the key. Pulls up just beyond the free throw line. Shot doesn't go, but long rebound out to Veal.
Chris Hawkins has pretty much cleared his bench here in the first half, Jarrett, so everybody involved.
Tough take, and it's going to go down along with the and one call. Donovan Barnett had a chance for a three-point play.
See how he held himself back to prevent an offensive foul there. So, yeah, three-point opportunity coming right now.
And that was one of the keys of the game, I think, Steve, was Crispus Attucks. They have that deep bench, and I think Chris Hawkins likes that he can play 8 or 9 guys every single night, and we've seen that already in this first half. Completing the three-point play is Barnett.
Yeah, especially at this time of the season as we get ready to turn the page on 2021 and move even closer to the IHSAA state tournament. You want to have everybody there.
In response, another three-point opportunity. On the other side, this one coming from Avery Giles.
Giles has really picked up his play here in the last couple of minutes. So let's see if he can capitalize here with his potentially 7th point of the game.
One of the 4 seniors on this Blue Devils team completes the three-point play. Giles has 7. Now 25 seconds for Crispus Attucks. We'll see if they hold for one last shot. Extended 1-3-1 look from Shortridge.
See if they go to the corners again for 3 opportunities, and they did.
Mims' 3 is off the mark. And getting fouled, but now they're going to call travel this time. Now, Shortridge, that was Willie Mitchell getting called for the travel, and that's a crucial one because it gives the Tigers another crack at it to finish off the first half.
And he had worked so hard to get that rebound and then took a couple extra steps. Couple of substitutions now. One of the starters back into the game for Attucks for this last shot, Jalen Carson.
Typical starting 5 for Attucks. 5 seconds to go. Stafford has it. Top of the key. Wild pass. Hooks. Short corner shot. High arcing. Off the back rim. And that's how the first half will come to a close. And what a first half it was for the Tigers of Crispus Attucks. They lead Shortridge 41-19. Now, one of the keys of the game for Shortridge, Steve, was they had to make their possessions valuable. They had to, limit their turnovers, obviously. That's a key for any team. But one of the big keys we got from Drew Fountain was make these possessions valuable, do the best you can with them. And in that first half, we didn't see that.
Well, it's not like they're dribbling the ball or just forcing the ball into traffic. It's just that Crispus Attucks' defense is so good in terms of getting right up on top of you without fouling. So that's where we're seeing now this 22-point lead.
20 points in the first quarter for Attucks, 21 in the second. They were led by Isaiah Stafford, no surprise there. He had 14 for the Tigers to lead them in scoring. Elias Diallo had 8 in the first quarter, but went scoreless in the second to lead the Blue Devils of Shortridge. So at this time, we will take our halftime break, and when we come back, second half action between Crispus Attucks and Shortridge. You're watching Tiger Basketball, powered by Indiana SRN.
Piper Group Warehouse has a strong commitment to their clients as their logistics provider. If you would like to discover how you can improve your service levels while lowering your overall cost, Piper Logistics Group can help. Call Greg Piper today at 317-396-3916. Piper Logistics Group.
The Crispus Attucks Museum is a unique entity. It's first and foremost one of the only state-of-the-art museums that is attached to a public high school. It came about through a unique situation that transpired back in the 80s. In 1986, the Indianapolis Public Schools Corporation was going through a transition. And in this transition, they shut down numerous high schools. In the process, Attucks was one that was targeted. Although they did not formally shut it down completely, it was converted from a high school to a middle school.
When the alumni across the country started hearing that they were getting ready to make some changes to Crispus Attucks, they started flying in here from all over the country. That didn't change the school board's minds, but what it did was the superintendent said, well, here's what we will do. We will give you a space in Crispus Attucks to memorialize, to celebrate the traditions of the high school in this museum. It celebrates the African diaspora, because there couldn't have been an Attucks had there not been an Africa. So we teach in this museum that our history didn't start on a plantation in America. It started in ancient Africa many thousands of years ago with our ancient African ancestors. We always start our tours with the Legends mural. These were the teachers, the professors, who taught the students at Crispus Attucks. But they were not just teachers and professors at the school. They were very much associated with the community of Indianapolis. When you go around the wall, you will see the magnitude of education that went on here. You'll see the school when it first started, of sports that went on at Crispus Attucks. Marvin Johnson, one of the greatest boxers in the world. We have his belts here. He went to Crispus Attucks. So we have him proudly displayed here. I am very proud of this picture. It is the first Crispus Attucks football team. And there's my father and my uncle as part of the players on the football team. Attucks men in the military. We have General Brooks memorabilia right here. He is the one who was the mentor to General Colin Powell. Very proud of all his memorabilia being here. This is part of the Crispus Attucks community. I mean, you see Julia Carson, you see Angela Brown, a diva, an international diva. And here are some of the principals of schools that fed into Crispus Attucks. So you just see so many connections from the community that fed right into Crispus Attucks and made it what it was. These are some of the musicians. Most of them either graduated from Crispus Attucks or their lives were touched by someone from Crispus Attucks.
This is not an all-black experience. This is not an all inner city experience. This is a world experience. This is an American experience. This is part of the American saga, the American culture, the American story.
There's no greater anti-poverty measure than to give a person a job. That helps them start to change that trajectory.
Morales Group is a full-service staffing company that provides temporary labor in the Indianapolis, Central Indiana market.
It was a challenge that was given by my father. He wanted me to give back much more than I had been. Then I realized that when he said more, he wanted me to see how I could give more. And it wasn't just in money, but in time and in services. And that's how the Morales Group was created.
I started off at Morales Group as an intern. I interned for 3 years before going on full-time staff here. What I love most about Morales Group is that big family aspect. I come from a big family in Mexico, and since the company is continuously growing, I feel like there's always a new member of the family that I get to know.
We're willing to give. We're willing to serve others, and we're not expecting something in return.
Come talk to us. We would love to work with you.
Your home and office make up a big part of your world. Sometimes trying to manage it all on your own can make you feel like you have the weight of the world on your shoulders. And when the weight of the world is on your shoulders, you need a strong back or two to come to your rescue and haul your stress away. You need the College Hunks. Whether it's time to clear some space for new memories, to reinvent the room around you, or to simply pack up and move into a fresh new beginning, you can count on the Hunks to bear your burden so you don't have to. Let us move you today.
Bertner Electric Incorporated has been proudly serving our residential and commercial customers with quality electrical repair for over 33 years. We are fully licensed and insured in electrical wiring and electrician service packages. You'll receive a competitive assessment, whether you're a homeowner or a business owner, first-time or long-time customer. We offer free estimates for any new project. Call our licensed and experienced electricians today.
Welcome back to Shortridge High School. The battle between the Crispus Attucks Tigers and the Shortridge Blue Devils right now. The Tigers on top with a commanding 41-19 lead at the half. Let's quickly go over the scoring numbers for both teams. We'll start with Shortridge. They were led in scoring by Elias Diallo, who had 8 points all in the first quarter. 7 points from Avery Giles, 2 points each from Jalen Molinax and Ethan Powell to make up their 19. And then on the other side for Crispus Attucks, their leading scorer coming in averaging 18 points per game, Isaiah Stafford. He has 14 in this one. 9 points from Donovan Barnett, 6 points from James Smith, 5 points each from Jalen Carson and Jalen Hooks, and then 2 points from Willie Mays to make up the 41. Well, we weren't really surprised by their play, Steve. It's this defensive effort that is just so athletic, active hands on the part of the Tigers, forcing a lot of deflected passes, bad passes, easy steals that end up in fast break points. And that's where a lot of their points came in the first half, was defense turning into offense.
Yeah, and at this particular pace, they're probably going to reach their average of about 80 points per game. But as I had pointed out in the first half of play, they're capable of playing a different kind of game as far as possession is concerned. They're just such a disciplined team. And, you know, I was thinking at halftime, Jared, the fact that both of these teams, having been on a kind of a holiday break, try to keep things as normal as possible as far as coming to the gymnasium and getting ready for the next task. But you can bet this, they're both so happy just to be playing.
Yeah, sure thing. And now we'll start off this second half. The home team, Shortridge Blue Devils, they will begin with the first possession. Just bringing it up, Ethan Powell, one of the traditional starters, hands off to Diallo, the leading scorer in that first half. And already Crispus Attucks staying active, double-teaming the man with the ball. Diallo, nice cut as he's in the lane. Shot was way up there, may have been deflected, but good defense all around still from Crispus Attucks.
Yeah, Shortridge playing with 3 guards and the 2 down as far as Molinax and Diallo, on top of the key there for another triple.
Jalen Carson knocks down that one, his second of the game. They can score from anywhere. 4 made 3-pointers in this game from Crispus Attucks. They've gotten to the free throw line a good amount of times as well. Looks like they are 8 of 9 at the charity stripe.
Yeah, Jared, one thing, if you'll watch Crispus Attucks, they do such a good job as far as spreading the floor and making sure that they know exactly where the ball is coming. They have a very good idea every time on possession.
Yeah, Shortridge trying to spread the floor out there and get the ball in, but a 5-second call. It's going to give the ball right back to Crispus Attucks. Lob pass in the corner to Hooks. He's at the right wing. Now Carson driving baseline. The shot is not going to count. The foul was on the floor.
Yeah.
So Crispus Attucks will now inbound it on top of the letter I.
They kept Willie Mitchell on the floor as far as the starting. Now they're going to get a substitution and bring back Avery Giles, who had 7 points in the opening half.
And the Tigers were so quick to try to get the basketball in.
Yep.
Thinking Shortridge wasn't paying attention, but little maybe miscommunication or something going on at the scores table.
It's like in football, with getting 12 on the field, right?
Hooks pulls up at the elbow.
Oh, my goodness.
Carson, second chance opportunity, and he makes Shortridge pay.
Just right there.
Carson has the first 5 points of the second half. Now the largest lead of the ballgame at 27. Here's a foul as Barnett was trying to get the steal.
Kind of a silly foul there, but...
Yeah, not much foul trouble to speak of.
Well, the game has gone so fast. The pace has been that way, and we've only seen really one timeout taken by Shortridge in the second quarter.
Shortridge still has it. Entry pass, Diallo. Nice pass over to Molinax, and Molinax traveled with it.
Yeah, Molinax had all that space to look at and started to drive to the hoop, but...
I think he was so surprised at the amount of space he had that he got little antsy trying to put that shot in.
Yeah, both Diallo and Molinax have played a really good game as far as their bigs are concerned.
Stafford, cross-court pass to Hooks. Gets into the corner to Smith. Carson tried to find Hooks, who was cutting, and the steal goes to Diallo. Diallo kicks it back out to Giles, and Shortridge now will slow it down. Diallo gets it back in the short corner.
Watch out, Isaiah Stafford. Here he is.
Stafford gets the steal. Lob off the backboard, and they can't complete the alley-oop. Hooks unable to control it. Shortridge, 3-on-3 the other way. Powell's shot gets blocked, but he gets it back, and he's able to get the second one to go down off the backboard.
Second effort there for Ethan Powell off of that first that was blocked.
Hooks, 3 in the corner. Rims off twice. Carson.
Backside.
How does he get that shot to go down? He gets fouled, and a wild shot ends up going through. Jalen Carson, chance at a three-point play. He has 7 already in this third quarter.
Yeah, he got fouled hard, too, so three-point opportunity for him and a chance to up the lead. 31 coming into the game now for Shortridge is Will Smith.
Carson in and out on the free throw. Giles has his pocket picked by Stafford. Left side, Stafford, tough take. Doesn't get it to go down, but he got fouled. Stafford will now go to the free throw line for his 5th and 6th attempts. He's just been able to get to the bucket one way or another. His defense here and there, he's gotten a couple steals that have given him some fast break opportunities. But when he has the basketball in his hand, he is always a threat to drive and either kick or drive and take it in tough.
Yeah, Jared, you can tell just by watching Isaiah Stafford, who's at the free throw line right now, that Attucks relies on him as far as running the offense, and he's a calm, cool customer out there.
Calm, cool, and going 2 for 2 at the line. Stafford leading all scorers now with 16, his first points of this second half.
3 players now for Attucks in double figures.
And more full court pressure is going to force a turnover. Attucks will get the basketball right back. Shortridge not knowing who to guard, and Stafford makes them pay.
Did you see Chris Hawkins point right at Stafford? Give him the ball and let him do the business there. So there's a timeout on the floor with 5:25 remaining here in the third quarter, and the Attucks Tigers with a 31-point lead will keep things right here. Thanks to Craig Reed and the Squared Advisors of Raymond James of Indianapolis. Our principal believes that the beginning with a well-designed financial plan. We're highly adept at seeing the big picture of your financial life and then addressing all the details that make your plan work, including identifying and resolving any gaps that may have previously been overlooked. Jared?
Thank you, Steve. We get a good look here at first-year head coach Drew Fountain. The lone win in this Shortridge basketball season came against Liberty Christian, a 76-71 win. The very first day of December was when that win came. Now he's given a talking to his players, and he's got to be saying, where's our communication at? Why are we letting these Attucks players get the ball in so quickly and get up a free shot like that? Just such a good look. And the one guy you don't want putting up those shots is Isaiah Stafford. So now out of that full timeout, still see this full court pressure. Hooks manning the trigger man.
Season high for Isaiah Stafford, 29 earlier this year. There's a nice move to the hoop.
That's a good way to break the pressure. Giles back into the scoring column. He had 7 in the first half. First bucket of the second. And quickly down the other end, another chance for a three-point play. This time, James Smith going to try at it.
And he gets a big hoorah from his starting guard and Isaiah Stafford, who made a terrific pass. Now another opportunity for 3 points here. Smith at the line.
Smith gets the friendly bounce.
And now he has 9 points on the evening. Spreading it out.
Shortridge, they get it over the timeline. Nice passing. Shot goes up. Off the rim, no good from Will Smith. And now, quickly down the other floor, Stafford tried to throw it down with the right hand.
The flush turned away.
Unable to do so. Shortridge, Molinax got the feed on the cut and able to capitalize.
Mullenix with his second basket of the game. And again, both of those bigs, Mullenix and Diallo, have played well for Shortridge.
Barnett was able to beat his man, but they're going to call an offensive foul. You're doing that motion just as the ref did, Steve. You just hooked him to create that space. He used that off arm. Foul against Crispus Attucks now. Shortridge. Mullenix has it in that campfire spot. He gets it away, though. Shortridge doing a nice job here of late breaking this pressure, and there's a shot that'll go down for Will Smith.
Yeah, great assist there by Ethan Powell. Just a little layup there. Goes down.
Blue Devils in a 2-3 zone. Smith has it in the far corner. Dumps it down. Nice pass, and it'll result in a two-handed slam from Donovan Barnett.
Wow.
Quick steal, though. Crispus Attucks comes up empty. Will Smith has a 3-on-2, kicks it out to Giles. Giles' three is no good. Hooks with the rebound, and his long arms throws it up the floor, and an easy right-handed layup will go down.
It's
James Smith, it looks like.
Yeah, James Smith. And he's now in double figures.
Shortridge can't get that one to go, but they're going to get bailed out with a foul called.
Yeah, they're really stretching the lead here in the third quarter. It was 41-19 at the half, so Attucks has piled in 19 points to only 8 for Shortridge in this third period. Yeah.
Jalen Carson was the one that picked up that foul, and it'll send Avery Giles to the free throw line. Rattles home the first one.
Here's that dunk coming around the corner for the Crispus Attucks Tigers.
Nice entry pass to Carson, and then the cutting Barnett.
Wow.
Giles goes 2 for 2.
Giles is a nice-looking player.
He's got 11.
And he is a senior on this team.
Only 2 points in that first quarter, but that second quarter he was really active. Staying active in this third. Smith, 3 in the corner. That one's no good. Ball tips around, and Giles picks up the board. Attucks can't cut off Giles. Driving baseline, trying to dump it down to Mullenix, and the ball's deflected away. Here's an opportunity for Smith, and he gets that dunk to go.
It's been the James Smith show here in the last couple of minutes.
7 points in this third quarter
Yeah.
from James, and 7 points also from Jalen Carson.
Diallo coming back into the game, and Mullenix will come out for a rest with 3:02 remaining here in the third.
Blue Devils on the side out. They get it into Giles. Driving, kicking out. Diallo had it at the corner. Now hands off to Giles. Giles gets a good look at a three. Right wing, it's no good. And Hooks comes down with the rebound. Hooks will bring it down the floor himself, and he will run over Diallo, I believe, takes the charge.
Put the forearm out there, and to the floor went Diallo. So the offensive foul against Crispus Attucks. And the Blue Devils come back here on offense.
Thanks for tuning in and watching this one with us. Crispus Attucks, a huge lead, and they've led from the start. Timeout called by Drew Fountain. It'll be a full timeout for Shortridge.
Let's keep things right here with this note of thanks to our major health partners, leading healthcare provider for our patients, not only in Johnson County, but also all of southeastern part of Indiana. Since 1924, Major Health Partners has grown to offer a wide spectrum of services, leading the region in many areas of healthcare delivery. We provide quality health care through our unique combination of state-of-the-art technology, modern facilities, and personal service. We give you all the advantages found at large urban hospitals combined with genuine personal services. MPHP, Major Health Partners.
Both teams back out onto the floor after that timeout called by Shortridge.
It's been a busy day here in central Indiana, as well as some tournaments going on. You saw earlier today on Indiana SRN, Lawrence North, the #1 team in Class 4A, come away with a big victory over Tindley of Indy, 84-49. Down at Scottsburg on one of our other partners with Greenwood Christian Academy, beating Scottsburg in the opening game of their Christmas tournament, 67-58. The Cougars fell to Class 4A #4, East Central, in the second game, 60-51.
You mentioned that Lawrence North team, Steve. Crispus Attucks, that's their next matchup this Saturday.
Saturday right here on SRN.
Attucks, they throw it away, and then a foul's called. Ethan Powell able to draw it. He'll go to the free throw line for 2 free throws. But that is going to be a game that everyone is going to circle on their calendars, if they will. They're going to be interested in how that one turns out.
To be seen right here on our webcast on Indiana SRN. Tip scheduled for 6:30 p.m.
Attucks with a home game in that one, playing against the #1 team in the state. Shortridge gets a little miniature timeout with their
take a break
with head coach Fountain. And now Powell will make his way to the free throw line.
First opportunity at the charity stripe tonight for Ethan Powell.
Just 3 of 3. It is 100%. Now make it 4 of 4, but not very many trips for the Blue Devils. .210 left in this third quarter. Now a 31-point game as Powell goes 2 for 2.
Yeah, Ethan Powell and Avery Giles playing that guard position for Shortridge has done a really nice job this evening.
Stafford dumps it down to Hooks. His shot no good. Offensive rebound goes to Willie Mays. His shot won't go down as well. Pushing up the floor, Giles.
Very nice.
Nice fast break there, put together by Shortridge.
Yeah, Attucks a little late in terms of getting back in transition on defense, and nice little layup there for Giles.
That was another key of the game, I think, for Shortridge, was being able to get back when Crispus Attucks is trying to put something together in transition as this ball goes out of bounds. But they kind of failed to do so in that first half. Attucks got a lot of fast break opportunities.
Yeah, I think we're seeing here in the second half, Jared, just a lot more court awareness for Shortridge to be kept in this thing. So see what they can do here.
Giles, pass is deflected. Smith has a control of it. He pushes up to Hooks.
Wow.
Hooks bullies his way through the middle. 3 opportunities for him, and the third one is the charm.
That's what a 6'7" forward will do for you.
Stepping out of bounds. Looks like Will Smith.
Again, the defensive pressure that Crispus Attucks puts on you, it's intimidating, I got to admit. Oh, my goodness.
Stafford, again, taking it to the hoop, able to draw the foul.
Forcing the issue, and he's been kind of quiet here in the second half. He has 1 3, but has done his job.
Stafford 6 of 6 as of right now from the free throw line. He has made his.
You just jinxed him
my friend. I think I did. That's how it usually goes, doesn't it?
Yeah. Jalen Mullenix back into the game for Shortridge.
Not going to say anything this time.
No, not at all. Swish.
So Stafford now 7 of 8.
I think he heard you, Jared.
Under a minute to go. Shortridge.
Oh, my.
They get behind the last defender. Molinax, nice pass to Ethan Powell.
Yeah, I thought he was going to take it up, but he found Powell knifing his way to the basket, and the layup came.
Stafford trying to throw it over to Smith. It's stolen away, and this time Willie Mays gets it to go.
How about that?
Mays just came out of nowhere right into the middle of the screen. Gets the steal. Another 3-point opportunity now for the Tigers.
67-35, biggest lead of the game now for Crispus Attucks, and coming back into the game now for Shortridge is Josh Stigger, and for Attucks, Kevin Mims.
Keyshawn Ware also making another appearance. 29.3 on the clock left in this third quarter.
Got it. Made that three-pointer play.
Willie Mays, 5 points for him. Other side, Giles off to Molinax. He kicks it out. Driving into the lane, drawing the foul.
There's Mims, yeah.
Willie Mitchell, nice take from him.
Free throws coming here for Shortridge. Again, both of these teams will be competing in the Indianapolis City Tournament that year. Begins on the week of January the 19th. That is always a dogfight.
A lot of good teams in that city tournament.
Yeah, and it's such long history among the city teams of Indianapolis, so great deal of pride.
Offensive board, not good that time. Molinax gives a second chance opportunity for Shortridge, and now he'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, very few times tonight have we seen Shortridge being able to capitalize on 2 and 3 different opportunities at the offensive end of their floor. So let's see what Molinax can do here on the free throw line.
Molinax misses the first, just 4 points for him now.
Molinax 6'4" and a senior.
Second free throw this time.
Much better. Final 10 seconds. Let's see what Attucks has in mind.
They're not slowing down. Hooks drives baseline. Cutting was Willie Mays. Left-handed layup goes down. Shortridge, 1 second. Three-quarter court heave is going to fall short. But again, another impressive end to a quarter for Attucks. And they take control of that third quarter, and they are on their way to their 9th win of the season. 70-37 the score. You're watching Tigers basketball on IPSathletics.tv, powered by Indiana SRN.
Piper Group Warehouse has a strong commitment to their clients as their logistics provider. If you would like to discover how you can improve your service levels while lowering your overall cost, Piper Logistics Group can help. Call Greg Piper today at 317-396-3916. Piper Logistics Group.
Welcome back to Shortridge High School, the 4th and final quarter heading our way. And the Attucks Tigers well on their way to their 9th win out of 10 games to open up this season. A great game to kind of warm them up for what's ahead, and that's the best team in the state of Indiana in Lawrence North.
Look at this.
Hooks gets 3 attempts at it. Third one won't go down, and going after the rebound was Charles Veal, and he gets fouled going out of bounds. Actually, no, they're going to say that he just touched it out of bounds.
4 and 5 chances at it with especially Jalen Hooks under the basket there, but unable to capitalize.
Nobody even close to be able to guard him.
31.
3 in the corner goes down. That's Will Smith.
He's an actor, isn't he?
He sure is.
He wasn't acting there. He knows how to act. Put it down.
Makes the score 70-40. We get a whistle, and looks like Attucks is going to keep the possession. No, looks like a foul at the basketball. Now it's going to be 1-on-1 opportunity. The rest of the way through, Attucks will be in the bonus.
So this will be Mims. First opportunity.
Mims trying to become the 7th different scorer for Attucks. Doesn't do so. Hooks, offensive board. Mims picks up the rebound, and he wildly throws it out of bounds, out of the outreached arms of Keyshawn Ware.
More basketball tomorrow, Jared, here on Indiana SRN as Cecina travels to Traders Point on the boys' side with a 7:30 tip here on SRN.
Make sure you turn into that one. Here's a carry call against Shortridge.
Sean Kroll and the coach will have the call on that game.
We have another game that's about to tip off.
That's right.
As well. Ron Colley and Lawrence North going at it. 7:30 tip.
On the girls' side, yeah.
Nice extra pass. Ware driving baseline. Beautiful. He gets into the box score, and he becomes the 7th different scorer for Attucks.
Good teamwork there by the Attucks Tigers. And, again, getting everybody involved. Chris Hawkins wants that to happen.
Free right wing. Will Smith yet again.
Beautiful. 8 points on the evening for Will Smith.
2 quick threes from him in this fourth quarter. Hooks trying to create space, and he gets around Molinax to get it to go.
No issues whatsoever for Jalen Hooks there.
9 points for him. Molinax trying to take it all the way, and he loses it. Willie Mays pushes it up the floor. Keyshawn Ware can't get the left-handed jam to go down, and the bench not happy with him.
Charles Veal missed on that attempt for Attucks.
Foul on the other side is going to go against Willie Mays of Attucks, and that'll send Will Smith, who's trying to spark a little something in the Shortridge offense. He has 2 quick three-pointers to start the quarter, and now going to the free throw line.
Even on that missed dunk, I don't think Chris Hawkins is going to be too upset with his team tonight because they've gotten everybody involved, Jared. This is a well-versed team in terms of the game of basketball.
And here they are coming the other way, working right to left. Giles gets the steal. He'll take it the other way, and he can't get it to go. Mays gave him fits on that layup.
Down in the corner.
Ware, three-pointer, too strong. Molinax throws it up the floor. Here's Giles, right hand.
Now he's got something to talk about, doesn't he?
15 points for Giles, and a big exclamation point on that one.
I like that.
And he's going to pick up a foul now, trying to cut off Charles Veal.
Got to have some fun out there, and, despite the score, these two teams know each other extremely well here in the greater part of downtown Indianapolis.
And now we get a technical foul. Looks like Drew Fountain was giving an earful to this referee, and
I think he'd had enough.
He had enough. Not sure what he was maybe talking about. You can kind of hear a few fans getting in on the mix too. Not sure what their argument was, but nonetheless, Drew Fountain. Here's the slam by Giles.
Don't miss another game here on Indiana SRN. Go to our YouTube spot and punch in that red button to subscribe. We just hit the 1,000 marker earlier this week. We appreciate all your support here on Indiana SRN.
So Veal shoots the 2 technical free throws, and now he's shooting the 1-and-1 free throws.
That's 1, 2, 3 in a row.
Or unless it looks like Attucks. Well,
they got the right guy at the line.
Maybe they're. I didn't think they were in the double bonus, but Veal shoots all 4 with nobody down low.
Line. Yeah, right.
Veal goes 3 for 4. Hooks swings it over to Mims. Tries to hand it off to Ware. The ball still rolling around and finally goes out of bounds. Over to Shortridge.
Jalen Hooks looks like remains as one of the only starters for the Crispus Attucks Tigers. Obviously, Isaiah Stafford, their leading guard, is taking a seat.
How about the fourth quarter from Will Smith?
Yeah, he's been great.
He's trying to do everything on his own, and he's having success. 7 points now in this fourth quarter. He had just 2 points in the first 3 quarters combined. Smith did knock down the free throw, but I believe there was a lane violation on him or another Blue Devils player, so the free throw is not going to count.
Yeah, Smith, one of the 4 seniors on this Shortridge team, so showing a lot of skill.
Splitting the double team is Mays. Floater in the lane, doesn't go down. Molinax comes down with the board. Giles across the timeline has Mims trailing him, able to get it into the corner to Smith. 3 is left well short. Call it a pass maybe, as
15.
Stigger is there to clean it up. Mims.
I like the hustle by Shortridge here, trailing by, this many points, and just playing their game. So Coach Fountain got to be happy with that.
Looks like Keyshawn Ware was trying to drive it in, and
looks like James Lewis is coming into the game for the first time tonight for Crispus Attucks, so that should pretty much clear the bench unless Kevin Briscoe has hit the floor. I don't think he has he? Number 1? We'll see.
Yeah, we'll keep our eyes out on him, but everybody in this roster so far has made an appearance for the Tigers. Will Smith, shot, no good. Hooks tried to get it. Smith ends up with the offensive board. Nice dump down from Molinax.
How about this? Back and forth.
Molinax is going to be the one to take the shot. Another chance for Shortridge. Giles.
Nope.
His 3's no good. And an over-the-back call is going to be called against number 14. That's Willie Mitchell.
Had some pretty good looks there for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, they're not going away.
No.
I mean, they're still fighting. A lot of time left. Trying to...
Got to play to the end.
That's right. And then on the other side, we get Willie Mays. He's going to be the one to take the free throws.
Mays is getting some valuable playing time, Jared, here in this second half of play with Isaiah Stafford on the bench. And continuing to make more substitutions. Looks like Powell along with Diallo back into the game for Shortridge.
Mays comes up empty on the first, but he has another crack at it. Second one also no good, but an offensive board for Ware.
And he'll be fouled.
Well, that's got to drive a coach nuts. You have a player go 0 for 2 from the line, and then you still give up the offensive foul.
Yeah, you saw where obviously he's lined up in between the 2 Shortridge players, but he just takes one little step, and he's right there. And, of course, with his height and length, he's going to be able to get that rebound.
Offensive rebound, I should say. And Ware was the one that got it, and he gets fouled. He misses the first free throw. And the second one.
I think he'll be doing some free throw shooting at the practice.
Free throws were looking good in that first half from Crispus Attucks. They were a perfect 7, or no, actually they were 8 of 9 in that first half. But ever since then, they have 6 misses from the free throw line in the second half. Giles swings it over to Powell, who drives in with the right hand, trying to beat Willie Mays. Wild shot goes up, and Hooks comes down with the board. Hooks, 6'7", brings it down the floor. Shot does not go down from James Lewis. Shortridge the other way, nice pass, and that shot will go down for Powell, but it was Giles who is able to find him.
Shortridge has really outplayed them here in this fourth quarter, Jarrett.
Keeping that effort up are the Blue Devils. Nice pass there from Willie Mays. Ware unable to finish it. And Mays, he comes down with the long rebound.
You just got to love the spirit of this Shortridge team because, finding themselves down by this many points and still playing.
Mays, right wing 3, in and out. Hooks, a lot to deal with. He gets the O board and a nice dump down. Charles Veal gets the 2.
Veal with 5 points on the evening, coming off the bench here in the fourth quarter.
Tigers reach the 80-point mark. That's what they average a game. 3-pointers and air ball from Stigger. Deep 3 from the volleyball line from Crispus Attucks, not going to go down.
Attucks and Lawrence North will collide on Saturday. You'll be able to see that game here on Indiana SRN. Number 1 against number 5.
Nice move here from Giles. Acrobatic layup
As quiet as the guard play, Powell and Giles was in that first half, they have been really benefiting the offensive game for Shortridge here in the second half.
Ware loses his left shoe and still tries to complete the play.
Put it back on, young man.
Maybe make those shoelaces a little tighter too.
I'm not sure he even reached down to, he just shoved it back on there. 2 shots coming here for Ware.
Ware now is just 0 for 3 from the free throw line.
Struggling. Now here's Briscoe coming into the game, wearing number 1 on his black and green jersey.
And a substitution for Shortridge coming in for the first time as a junior, and William Roberson, and he gets the rebound. Powell has it, right side. Pulls up just outside the lane, and he got fouled on the shot. Both referees able to catch that one, so now what was a very quick first half is now this fourth quarter. We've seen a lot of whistles, a lot of players going to the free throw line. So Powell's on the floor along with Diallo, Stigger, Roberson, who we just mentioned checking in for the first time, and then Avery Giles. That's the 5 for Shortridge. And they're playing with just 2:17 left on the clock.
Shortridge will go up against Roncalli on Saturday afternoon. Well, they play a tough schedule.
Take a lot of positives from that, though. You're a team like Shortridge, who you're bringing in a first-year head coach. He didn't have a very good year last year. You can play those tough teams during the regular season, and that can be very beneficial come sectional time.
Well, to know that you've played one of the best teams in the state of Indiana on this given evening, and knowing that they're one of your greatest city rivals in Indianapolis, you're going to be really proud of it.
Ware will go back to the free throw line, trying to finally make one, and he does. Ware with 3 points.
33, Anthony Henderson into the game here for Shortridge, along with number 20. I don't have him on my roster, do you?
William Roberson.
Thank you, sir.
That's who I have. Ware goes 2 for 2. So Coach Fountain trying to get all of his players in, get them some quality minutes as the final 2 minutes pops up. Powell, long 3, was halfway down, and it comes out. Charles Veal with the board. Veal swings it over. James Lewis, a 3. It's no good. Veal trying to get another rebound, and it's going to be a tie-up between him and Henderson.
Henderson had good position there on that rebound, but the arrow points to Crispus Attucks with 1:49 remaining.
Thanks so much for tuning in and watching this one between Attucks and Shortridge on IPSathletics.tv and Indiana SRN. Entry pass goes into Carson, and Carson gets fouled. Boy, I think the referees they're wanting to make sure every player gets a trip to the line before this game's over.
That's all we've heard in the second half. Whistle, whistle, whistle. So
Carson's first one is good.
Carson and Jalen Hooks, boy, those are 2 big players for Crispus Attucks, excellent athletes, and they make things happen underneath.
Carson ends up picking up that foul away from the basketball, and they'll make the long walk to the other side of the floor for free throws on the other side.
Yeah, with the 2 guards in terms of Isaiah Stafford and Donovan Barnett doing most of the damage on the outside for Crispus Attucks, and Carson and Hooks down low.
Ethan Powell at the line. He's got 11 for Shortridge.
Both he and Giles have been outstanding, especially here in the second half for Shortridge.
That's 3 players in double figures. Yep. Powell, Giles, and Will Smith.
Got it.
And we thought Elias Diallo would have been one of them. He had 8 points in that first quarter, but hasn't scored since. 3-pointers no good from Attucks. Powell. Oh, nice pass. And a block, but it's like a foul call. Carson didn't agree with it.
Got to call that on 22.
Looks like William Roberson hit the deck.
2 shots coming here for Mr. Roberson. Just came into the game. Roberson is a junior.
Free throw just off the mark from Roberson.
.127 remaining in our 4th period here at Shortridge tonight. Thanks again for joining us on Indiana SRN.
Roberson ends up 0 for 2, and this 120 can go one of 2 ways. Ware and Attucks still, they picked up the pace a little bit there to start, but now they're slowing it down. And we get another foul called. This one's probably going to go against Roberson, as Veal tried to split the double team, and now Veal will take a trip to the line.
That first half, Jared, was lickety-split, but this second, as you had indicated, with the number of whistles being called, and that's why we're seeing so much at the line. First one is no good by Veal. He'll get a second.
Second one also no good, but again, Attucks is just
rebound.
Relentless at getting these rebounds. Carson going against Mitchell. Into the lane, over his left shoulder, no good. Lewis got the board, tried to throw it back in, and I think it was the last touch by Stigger.
The length on this Crispus Attucks team is just terrific. It's not just their height, it's their length. And
Lewis has his shot blocked by Stigger. Down the floor, Powell.
Oh, my.
And Stigger there able to clean it up.
Very nicely done by Josh Stigger.
Under a minute to go in this one. Carson's 3 is going to go down from the right wing. Nice solid game from him. Long pass is going to end up going out of bounds. Carson has 16 for the Tigers.
Let's see if the Tigers sit on this offensive play here with under 30 seconds to play. No need to get in a hurry here.
15 seconds for Carson. Him and the rest of this Attucks squad are going to move on to 9-1. Shortridge will fall to 1-7.
From the corner.
Ware's 3 is off the mark. They're going to get another shot for Lewis. His 3 is going to go down. They're going to count it before that buzzer sounded.
Everybody into the scoring column tonight for Attucks, with the exception of a couple, but wow, a terrific win for the Attucks Tigers.
Lewis with that 3 became the 8th different scorer, I believe. No, 9th different scorer for Crispus Attucks as they move on and get the victory 89-59 over Shortridge Blue Devils. Let's take, actually no, we'll keep it here.
All right, sir.
We'll break it down. We'll go over this. We'll add up our box score as we get ready to send you on your way. The next game for Crispus Attucks, we've mentioned it a couple times. It's going to be a big one, and it'll be here on Indiana SRN on Saturday as they face the number 1 team in the state in Lawrence North for Shortridge. Their next game, also Saturday, January 2nd, as we bring in the new year. They will face Ron Colley. Now, we mentioned some of the keys in this game for Shortridge, Steve, how they had to kind of, make their possessions count, limit the turnovers. Of course, that is one of the biggest things for every team. Every team wants to limit the turnovers, but more specifically, when you're going against this Crispus Attucks team, you have to make these possessions count because they're going to get steals. They're going to be aggressive on the defensive end, and they're going to look to just to pick your pocket, send it down the other way, and try to get an easy 2.
Yeah, we saw 2 different really halves here tonight as far as this game is concerned, and it all kind of comes out for Crispus Attucks in that first half because of the number of defensive plays that they made, getting up in the grill of Shortridge in that first half, and time after time turning the ball over and giving Crispus Attucks such great opportunities at the hoop. And now in the second half, Shortridge kind of figured things out and was able to run their own offense instead of having to be dictated by Crispus Attucks' defense. And again, a number of players off the bench for Chris Hawkins tonight to get everyone involved, and this equating to this 30-point victory this evening, 89-59. Isaiah Stafford, I think, leading the way for Attucks Tigers unofficially with 19 points, but a number of guys really involved in this win for the Tigers.
I had 20 points for Stafford, but he did lead the way, and he was really huge in every single quarter. He didn't play at all in the fourth quarter, but those first three quarters, he was great. Also in scoring, Jalen Carson, 16 for the Tigers, 13 points from James Smith, 11 points from Donovan Barnett, 9 points from Jalen Hooks, 7 points from Willie Mays, 5 points from Charles Veal, 4 points from Keyshawn Ware, and 3 points from James Lewis. That is 9 different scores, like we said, from the Tigers to make up their 89. And then on the other side, 59 points for Shortridge. They were led in scoring from Avery Giles with 17, 12 from Ethan Powell, 10 from Will Smith, 8 from Elias Diallo, 5 from Jalen Molnax, 4 from Josh Stigger, and 1 point from Willie Mitchell.
Yeah, by quarters, Attucks 20 in the first, 21 in the second, 29 points in the third, and 19 in the fourth for 89 points. Shortridge, 10 in the first, 9 in the second, 18 in the third, and 22 in the final stanza for 59 points.
Well, that'll do it. Let's wrap things up from Shortridge High School. Thanks so much for tuning in on IPSathletics.tv and Indiana SRN. I'm Jarrett Lewis for Steve McClure. Thanks so much. We will see you next time.
Happy New Year.